Well, we've started October and the garden is starting to wind down. Yesterday we got all these onions picked. There's some beautiful ones there. They're great size. We wanted to get them out of the ground before we had more rain or any chance of frost. We haven't had frost yet. The ground cherries are still producing, but as you can see, we're starting to tidy up a little bit. The sunflowers still look somewhat pretty. We've been cutting off some heads for the house to put in a vase on the kitchen table. We've collected some of the zinnia seeds to replant for next year. The jalapenos, believe it or not, are still growing. Although I think I'm pretty much done. I've got enough pickled. My Brussels sprouts I have not harvested yet. We'll have some for Thanksgiving next weekend. But today is kind of a maintenance day to get ready for next year. So we're going to go and haul out the rest of my corn stalks and throw them over in the compost. Yeah, as well, I've still got a couple of massive green peppers and some of these volunteer tomatoes that popped up all this year. So we've got so many red peppers and green peppers. We've just been slicing them up and freezing them to save for the winter. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, is to get this tidied all over to the compost and get some straw and some quail poop spread here on this end for the winter. It's going to be a nice day if the rain holds off, folks. I'm going to see if the old beast will fire up so I can haul that corn and stuff to the garden. So that took me about 15 minutes, just ripping that corn out of the ground. Most of it I had already torn the roots up. Some was left that just had fallen over, but was still had, roots in the ground. So it's kind of messy. You're pulling it up and dirt's flying in your face or in your boots. I've decided I'm not going to dump it in the traditional compost pile over there. I don't know that corn stalks offer that much value. I know it's green material and it will break down, but it's one of those things that the pile's getting pretty high. I'd rather throw in more leafy type things. So I'm just going to toss it in the woods here at the side of the forest, and if there's any little bits of corn left on it, I'm sure the raccoons and squirrels will find it. So I just want to show everybody how we dry our onions, or season, or whatever the word is. We're hanging them up to dry, some of them on this garden shelter that I built. If you guys haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. This was my project from the winter last year and it turned out really nice. Anyway, so we're hanging them up to dry. We're using just some old wire that we had in the garden for our peas, snow peas to grow on. And we're just going to hang them. We had them laying on the mat here, but we don't want them to get wet. But what I want to show you is the difference in some of the onions. So these ones are great because you hang them until they dry. They have a nice kind of skinny neck and they will get nice and dry. Others have what is referred to as a bull neck, and you have to use those right away. Well, not right away, but see how it's thicker? It's nice and big. Those won't really successfully dry out and snap off kind of thing. So use them as soon as you can. The other ones will hang up, like you say. The neck should look like that. And you're good to go. Lots of onions. We use probably an onion every day or two. Finished up some garden work. Got a nice little campfire going. Got some good fiddle tunes on. We're gonna have a nice little snack here by the fire now. That'll be good. Some kielbasa. Oh, get out of there, Newton. And some pickled quail eggs. Jalapeno spiced. That's gonna be some good. If I don't knock the camera over. What do you think, buddy? Want a little bite? You know you do. That's some tasty, what?